issues. The court had earlier heard that he was a convicted fraudster, and the lawyers for the Dowdalls said that they didn't want their client to be penalised additionally when there was a conflict of evidence between what Mr Hurley said and what the Dowdalls claim. Now, the judges ruled that although the application was coming in late in the day, in the interests of justice they would allow it to proceed, and specifically they would look at how long Alexander Hurley's ordeal lasted, who invited whom to the Dowdalls, and whether Jonathan Dowdall claimed to be in the IRA or not. They won't be looking, because they've deemed it irrelevant, claims that he was a friend of Gerry Adams and Mary Lou McDonald.
OK, thanks for that, Shane. The SDLP leader Colm Eastwood says he wants a border poll that can be won, and says a referendum on a united Ireland is no longer solely the project of Irish nationalism. Colm Eastwood was speaking at his party's launch of their manifesto for the general election. Here's our political correspondent, Stephen Walker.
Entitled Taking Our Seats, Taking a Stand, this manifesto claims that only the SDLP can fight a hard Brexit and a hard border. And Colm Eastwood claims his party has brought the prospect of a border poll closer.
While others were waving banners, the SDLP made the prospect of a successful unity referendum much more possible. Because a border poll is no longer solely the project of Irish nationalism. It is now the project of pro-European internationalism.
The 30-page manifesto states any hardening of the border would spell disaster for business and communities. The party supports an Irish Language Act, city deals for local councils, and they'll continue to oppose fracking. Colm Eastwood said his MPs would not sit at home and abdicate responsibility, a reference to Sinn Féin's abstentionist policy at Westminster. What is clear is that Sinn Féin have the SDLP in their sights. Sinn Féin are keen to take seats off the SDLP, so Colm Eastwood is under pressure. He knows he must return with at least 3 MPs. If he doesn't, he knows he'll face questions about his leadership and the party's future. So are the SDLP feeling the pressure?
We know we're in a battle in all 3 of our constituencies, but we know if the SDLP lose, our constituents lose, because we either lose to the DUP, who'll go and support Theresa May, go and support a hard Brexit, or we lose to Sinn Féin, who won't bother turning up.
Next week's poll marks Colm Eastwood's first general election as leader. He knows he has a real fight on his hands. Stephen Walker, BBC Newsline, Belfast.
And continuing with the election coverage, tonight we're focusing on the battle to win the Westminster seat in East Belfast. It's a straight fight between the outgoing DUP MP Gavin Robinson and the woman he replaced 2 years ago, the Alliance leader Naomi Long. But this time